Alright, so here's the video review of Transformers The Last Knight Voyager class Grimlock, a part of the Premier Edition. But before we get to the action figure at hand, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging as partake of every single video review when I can. So here is Grimlock, nice picture of Grimlock there. There's the Autobot logo. There we got Transformers The Last Knight, Hasbro, Transformers Premier Edition onto the side. Here we've got Grimlock's little brief summary. He's the legendary Dinobot, and that about wraps that up. I like the picture here. Onto the back of the packaging, and here we got Grimlock in his robot mode, Grimlock in his beast mode, 18 steps of transformation, and also available, which I'll be reviewing last out of Wave 1, Optimus Prime, obviously. And that's going to do it for the packaging. Let's go ahead and bring in Grimlock as a standard here for just a moment as I go ahead and bring up his only contents that comes with him, a set of instructions. So basically it's bigger because he's a Voyager size action figure. There's more of a transformation to this guy. So here we got this going from robot mode to beast mode on to the back, basically showcasing the same thing. And unfortunately, the instructions, in order for you to transform him from his Dinobot mode back to his robot mode, you would have to go backwards, as they don't have a print of both sides of the transformation, unfortunately. The only other figure available on this side of the line, which is Voyager scale, is Optimus Prime. And that's going to do it for said instructions. Alright, so here is Grimlock. He's cool for what he is. He is an exact repaint of the exact same mold that came out of Age of Extinction. I remember that because I remember even the colors that he was gold. He had a couple of bronze, some silver, and that was basically it. I think his eyes were blue for T-Rex mode on Age of Extinction. There's not much else to really say about that. There's really no change whatsoever. Same features, same weapons, same gimmick, which is this, munching. Same weak-ass joints. The only real thing that I can say is I do like the color choice here. This is much more movie accurate. It's not perfect, but it's right up there. Nice red eyes to give him that really nice, tell you the truth, I don't even know what I was going to say. I am just a loss of words right now because of yesterday's event. But anyway, he's pretty cool. If you got the Age of Extinction one, you're like, again, as I was saying before, there's not much of a difference going on at all except for the color scheme. If you prefer this color scheme, if you prefer more movie accuracy, as close as it can get, this is the one to go for. His tail, which is ridiculous how long this actually is. What I like to do sometimes is just untab this, and there we go. I mean, look at that. That's much better. And it looks like he's got a wrecking mace on the back of his tail. That's pretty cool. I like that. But yeah, anyway, let's go ahead and just get this out of the way now, because it's not really a part of his transformation. It's just weapon storage. This is what you really get here. This is Grimlock in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and do some size comparisons to get this out of the way, and which I've got nobody in vehicle form, unfortunately. So let's just bring in Barricade. Here's most disappointing Dinobot Slash. So there's those two. And you know what? We'll save the other two for his transformation into robot mode, which we're going to do in just a moment when I go to recharge my battery. Okay, now that I got my battery recharged, let's go ahead and take him from his Dinobot mode to his robot mode. Okay, so he's a fiddly little transformation, just as much as Dinobot Slash is, but not as bad, to tell you the truth. That guy, oh, is there anything that I like on him outside of his Dinobot mode? But anyway, we're here to talk about Grimlock, not about Dinobot Slash. He had his chance in the spotlight, so anyway, let's go ahead and reassemble his weapon here to complete the assembly. Go ahead and slide that into his hands, and that's basically it. So yeah, once again, it is the exact same mold from Age of Extinction with just some minor tweaking in the paint job, which is much more movie accurate and does look good. I appreciate the blue eyes going on here. That's nice. I don't know what else to say about it, but again, it's nothing really different. It's got an Autobot symbol right there on his shoulder, which would be his right leg in Dinobot mode. There's not one on this side, so there's that. Outside of that, he's okay. There's really not much to say about this guy. I'm not disappointed. The size, yeah, some people question it, but having said that, he is a Voyager scale action figure. And in a quick side-by-side comparisons between the other two deluxe figures of this review sub-series, as you can see, well, what's wrong with you? Stand up. So anyway, as you can see, between Bumblebee and Berserker, he's a pretty good size between them, even if it's not accurate. I mean, if it were accurate, he'd be the size of a skyscraper, right? Something like that, maybe? I don't know. I'll have to go back and see the movie. But anyway, let's go ahead and remove his weapon for a minute, because, to tell you the truth, we're about done with that anyway. There's nothing really to show off with this. It's a cool weapon. Hollow, but you know, that's part of the gimmick of making his tail as long as it can get in his T-Rex mode. It's a good blunt object, so there's that. Not much else to really say about that. Let's go ahead and get to his articulation. So he's got a swivel head, he's got universal shoulders with quite a range of play, especially going around complete 360, which it does get hindered by his shoulder bits, but as you can see, they are very easy to move out of the way. There's no bicep swivel. He does have single jointed elbows that do get more than 90 degrees. A little bit more. Actually, no, it's just 90 degrees. My bad. If you break the transformation, which these portions of his feet are supposed to tab in like so and keep him locked in place in an arm curl formation, you know, like he's pumping iron or something. But if you detach it, you do get wrist swivel. Something that's missing on a lot of Transformer action figures these days. No waist swivel due to transformation. His legs, they are universal as well with this much going up. Actually, no, it's more. That's really good. He's got a lot going back. He's got a lot of play for inward and out. You can't get all the way down, unfortunately. Just can't. So there's that. You do have a thigh swivel cut. We got single jointed knees with 90 degrees stance. That's about as far as it goes. And then the last portion of articulation due to transformation is a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet with no ankle rocker pivot anywhere to be found. Oh wait, there is one more thing I forgot to mention in the articulation department. I do recall there being ankle rocker pivot, but it's at a higher portion of his leg. Yeah, it's there. So yeah, let me go ahead and correct myself. So he does have a hinge joint for up and down movement at the feet, and then there is a beautiful ankle rocker pivot system. Even if it's not really where it should be, it still counts. As you can see, a lot of parts on Grimlock just happens to get in the way of everything when I go to move this figure. I mean, it's like very difficult to pose or play around with this figure without something just blocking me. I mean, his shoulders, his big gaping kibble feet for his T-Rex mode on his arms here, and even his skirt pieces just detach from where they're actually supposed to be applied, and then the arms for the T-Rex just gets in the way, and this back portion here sometimes just gets in the way. Everything just gets in the way. It's not a bad figure, but it's a little disappointing that, you know, the only real difference between this one and the original Voyager from Age of Extinction is just the paint job. It's a more improved, a much needed repaint, but having said that, it would have been nice if we actually got a brand new mold. And as far as I know, even if I did mention this earlier, as far as I know, this will be the only Grimlock action figure we get out of the Last Night sub-series, so that's unfortunate. But anyway, that's going to do it for this video review. I've basically given my 2 cents. Is he recommended? Yes, on the terms that you just want a better, improved, repainted action figure. Overall quality is basically the same as the Age of Extinction figure. The only real difference is just the paint job. So if you already got the Age of Extinction action figure, you might want to hang on to that one instead, unless, again, you want to go for a more movie-accurate color scheme, even if this isn't perfect. It's as close as they come. So that's going to do it for this video review. If you have any questions or comments, you know, do hit it down below in the comment section of this video. If you like today's video review, hit that thumbs up button, and if you haven't already, why not hit that subscribe button to see other video reviews similar to the one that you're seeing here today, with one more Transformers The Last Night action figure on the way, and you already know who that is, because we're going to wrap it up very shortly. Until then, this is your King Redis Power signing off, saying thank you very much for watching this, and I will see you whenever you see me.